Welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I hope everybody is having a lovely Thirsty Thursday. Tonight, I'm not drinking some of my rosé. It's back there. Don't worry. I drink it every day. But I am drinking some of this new Ballsy vodka sparkle. It's a sparkling seltzer with vodka. It's in peach and berry flavor, and I just got it today. And I'm so excited because I actually worked with Balls Vodka, who were the ones that developed Ballsy, and I helped them develop this new vodka sparkle, which is now available in New York. So if you guys want to give it a try, if you're in the tri-state area, go to @DrinkBallsy, @DrinkBallsy, and boom, and give it a try. Ballsy vodka sparkle. It's yummy, and it's like so Instagram worthy. There's no sugar in it. It's only like 82 calories. And yeah, it's a good time. So that's what I'm drinking tonight. Let me know what you're drinking tonight in the comments below, or if you're in the live chat on Instagram. Hello, welcome on in. If you're watching this on the YouTube, this is a rebroadcast of our Thursday night live on Instagram. Hi, guys listening to the podcast. If you're listening to this on iTunes, please leave me a 5-star review. Make sure you're following the podcast. If you're listening to this on Spotify, what's going on, everybody? Whatever you're listening to this on, I hope your ears are tingling on this Christmas Eve, because that's technically when this is coming out. Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, everybody. Oh, hello. Ooh, we're drinking a porn star What the fuck is a porn star martini? Vodka is your favorite, Jesse. You're going to have to try some Ballsy. You don't need to worry about calories. Yes, I do right now. Well, yeah, actually, I mean, in a general sense, yes, you don't need to worry about calories. You should worry about like sugar and macronutrients and all these other things. Oh, gossip and glasses in the house. Okay, I don't want to keep this intro too long, but thank you guys. I hope you've had a wonderful week thus far. I hope you are going to celebrate Christmas this weekend, or just kind of having a fun weekend. If you don't celebrate Christmas, still sending you lots of love. We're going to be breaking down a lot today. There's an update on Noella from Real Housewives of Orange County. Her divorce, her husband has now spoken out. So has Margaret Josephs. Margaret Josephs has spoken out about Teresa Giudice and the fight and the table and the trailer from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. OMG. What else? So many good things. Oh, and obviously the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast is finally been announced, which I told you guys all about, I believe, in last week's live. I gave you the full scoop on that. So we'll touch on that too. And maybe we'll talk about the Cameron Westcott, Tiffany Moon stuff. I've tried to like stay mum about it because it's been getting wild. However, maybe the more ballsy I drink, the ballsier I'll feel. Let's just be mad together. What are we mad about? Are we mad? Why are we mad? I don't want to be mad. I want to get glad. Okay, so let's start with, why don't we start with, let's do Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That way we can get that out of the way. So the official announcement finally came. Shout out to Chris Rogers from Hollywood Life, who got everybody all fired up about it. And, you know, everyone was like, there's a big announcement. He's like, there's a big announcement coming on Monday. And everyone's like, what's the announcement? Nobody knew what the announcement was. And then Monday came and there was no announcement. And I was talking to my people, and my people over the weekend were kind of like, it's probably just like, it's going to be the cast like the official cast announcement. And then when Monday came and there was no official announcement, and Chris Rogers is like, I don't know, they released the New Jersey trailer. Well, and then I was like, well, my people said that it's actually coming on Tuesday morning. So, dun. But the announcement finally came. All of last season's diamond holders are back. So all the rumors about Crystal getting demoted, Erica getting demoted, Kyle leaving, who else was rumored to be demoted? Well, whatever they were, Sutton getting demoted. All of those rumors are false. They're not true. Zero, none, not one. They are all factually incorrect. All 7 of the women from last season that had a diamond will be back with another diamond this season, in addition to one new diamond holder, and that's Diana Jenkins. Now, I first told you about Diana Jenkins back in October when we first saw her out at Harry Hamlin's birthday dinner at the Andaz in West Hollywood. And there were pictures of her, and I was like, that's Diana Jenkins. And she's going to be a new friend of this season, because she started off as a new friend of, and now she is no longer a friend of. Oh, Sophia Shepard, you sent me the ingredients. Did you? Oh, for the porn star martini. Okay, Sophia. Okay, you getting Liddy City this weekend, girl. I see you. So we have Diana Jenkins. She's the founder of Nero. Those, I don't know if you're familiar with those beverages, but I remember they were popular in LA for like a hot minute. Occasionally I'll still see them at like a gas station or something. That's no shade. That's no shade. I'm just saying I don't really see them out anywhere. But she seems like she's great. I shouldn't shade her because I actually, from what I know of her and from what I've dug up on her, she seems kind of great. I know there are a lot of rumors out there that she was like a madam. I believe Jacques from the Unpopular podcast broke that down further and like did a whole episode about her and whether or not those rumors were true. I don't believe those rumors are actually true. Wow, you guys are coming in hard with the badges. I'll do bad shout outs momentarily. She seems thirsty as how is she thirsty? You guys haven't even met her. You've literally seen like a couple of photos of her and you're already like, she's thirsty. Why is she thirsty? I did see people on Twitter like, she's Team Erica because they see her like hanging out and taking selfies with Erica. But like Kathy's also in the same selfies. So how are you hating on Diana for being Team Erica, but yet you still love Kathy, even though it seems like Kathy is also kind of supporting Erica at the same time too? I clicked on her Instagram today. She couldn't wait to post with her fellow castmates. Well, yeah, wouldn't you be excited if you were joining and became like one of the new Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Like, wouldn't that be like uber exciting for you too? If I were joining a housewife show, I would be super excited to announce that. And when it was finally announced, I would be like, boom, let's get it. Here's my behind the scenes pic in front of the green screen. Okay. So exactly. We'd all be excited. We'd all be a little thirsty AF, girl. Okay, so Diana's coming in. And then we also have Sheree. And Sheree, it's funny because I remember when people were mentioning Sheree and they're like, is Sheree joining Beverly Hills? And I'm like, Sheree just came back to Atlanta. Why would she be joining Beverly Hills? But this is a different Sheree. She actually has done reality TV before. I believe she was on a show called Hollywood Exes. And she is Will Smith's ex-wife. And she dated a series of other big stars. She's joining the show as well, but she's going to be joining as a friend of. So there are two official friend ofs. That's Kathy Hilton and that's Sheree. Teddy Mellencamp, which is kind of what I suspected, is not an official friend of, even though she has been filming a lot with the ladies. I would assume, similar to last season, we're going to get like a cameo. She's been filming quite a bit. So I would assume we'll see Teddy like in passing a couple of times. There'll be a couple of different, scenes where we see her probably in the background. Maybe we'll give her a line, but people were like all up in arms, like, Teddy's back. Why is Teddy back? I'm like, but she's not like back. We'll see a little bit of her, but she's not going to have like a green screen, confessional. Bravo's already been clear, like they don't want to bring her back, but Kyle keeps bringing her back because that's her friend. And she's genuinely like, I'm their friend. So whatever. We won't get too much of Teddy. So calm your nipples. We're all good. Okay. That's the Beverly Hills update. It's not even real tea or scoop because I've already given you all that tea and scoop before. But okay, Valerie. Oh, hey, Valerie. What's going on, girl? Thank you for the 3 badges. OMG, coming in hot with the first 3 badges. Thank you, girl. Gossip in a Glass. I love Gossip in a Glass because Gossip in a Glass is here every Tuesday and every Thursday. Gossip in a Glass is here for book club. Gossip in a Glass kills quiz time at book club. Thank you for the 4 badges, my love. Just Carrie EG. What's going on, Carrie EG? Is it Carrie or is it like Keurig? Keurig, like the coffee. I think it's Carrie EG. Thank you so much, Carrie. You are just awesome for giving me 3 badges. And wow, LV Nights Girl, 5, 6, 7, 8 badges. Damn, LV Nights Girl. Make it rain. I feel like a stripper. Make it rain, bitch. Yes, thank you so much, LV Nights Girl. Y'all, I love you. Gossip in a Glass with 2 more badges. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, Gossip. Now shade, though. Now shade. Why is there now shade? I don't want there to be now shade. Okay. Shall we talk about Jersey or OC? Jersey or OC? Let's cover OC. So, Noella's hubby Noella's husband, James. As we're watching on the new season of Real Housewives of Orange County, we're seeing that her marriage, her life is imploding. She's like, oh my God, I want to say my marriage. I don't know what to do. It's so horrible. And she's like crying. And then the other girl, Nicole, is just like, why are you crying? Like, ew, don't get your tears on me. And it's like so sad because, well, I don't know. It's very dramatic. But like I found out they just gotten married in 2020. So they've only been married for a year, which you would think the reaction, well, I don't know. Is that normal to have such like a visceral reaction to your husband leaving you after only being married to him for a year? I mean, I guess it's pretty tough, but I would imagine like if it was your marriage of 20 years, that would be different. I'm not super interested in Noella's story. I think it's because we don't know her. We don't know Noella. So it's such a big storyline to kind of spring onto us without kind of letting us get to know who she is. Like, we're only, 4 episodes deep into the season. Like, I think had we had 4 episodes to kind of get to know her a little better and then her, actually, I think maybe like half a season. You really kind of need a full season to really like know if you even like a housewife or not. But like this storyline was just so big. But anyway, so James has come out and he's like, how dare you say that I have abandoned my child? That is not true. He released a statement basically saying, he released this statement to People, which is very Scott from Tinsley. Remember when he broke up with her via People? So he released a statement to People saying, I look forward to addressing all these fake accusations in the courtroom. He said, fake news, bitch. He said, a judge in Puerto Rico, where I am a resident, has already granted our divorce. Ultimately, Noella is a mother of my child, and I will not publicly disparage her. Well, we see you, James. We see you. He's coming on out. He's like, I'm going to take her down in court. Apparently, he's playing this whole Puerto Rico resident thing so that he could avoid paying his taxes in the U.S. by saying that he's not an actual resident of the U.S. He's a resident of Puerto Rico. Who knows if that'll actually stick? I don't know if it's a strong legal strategy. Maybe we'll have to get Emily D. Baker in if you guys even care enough to like dive deeper into this, but that appears to be his legal strategy. Oh, my hair's actually looking cute. It is freshly washed. Love it. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with them. She is an interesting character. And I believe she's like still in the sex dungeon. Like she still lives there. And apparently he's saying that like he didn't leave his kid like high and dry. He didn't cancel all the credit cards. So we'll see. Apparently there's more to come with that. I'll be curious to see what that more to come actually is. Because it sounds like he's calling her a liar. And I'm like, but is she though? Because he don't seem all that great. I don't know why I just recover and go on to the next. Recover from what? He's shady. Yeah, her husband definitely. James seems a little shady. And then there was also like talk that they had like an arrangement, and I don't know. I feel like it's so wild. These housewives sometimes having these fake lives. I couldn't imagine just starting a season and get served with papers, right? Do you know Noella has another daughter that's not on the show? I did not know that, Gossip in a Glass. Wow, Gossip in a Glass. Your picture is glowing because of all the badges that you've dropped, my dear. I love it. I love it. So it like pops. I like Noella, but not Nicole. Creepy vibe from her. Nicole just has a weird vibe. Like her aura, her chakras, her energy, her whatever the fuck it is just seems a little off, a little shady, a little dodgy, a little something. And I ain't feeling it, okay? I ain't here for the Nicole vibes. I thought I would be. She looked like fun coming into it. That's why we can't judge the housewives before watching them on the show. Okay. So that is Real Housewives of Orange County. Obviously, we also have the Heather Dubrow and Shannon stuff. A lot of people seem to be like coming over to Shannon's side and defending Shannon a little bit more. I don't know. Do you believe Shannon? That's the poll of the night. Do you believe Shannon was trying to that she wasn't trying to hurt Heather? Or do you believe that this was a malicious attack to hurt Heather? Hi, darling. What's going on, Texas Phoenix? How you doing, boo? Get that right. Snap, snap, pat the puss. Okay. Shall we move on to Real Housewives of New Jersey? Living in Jersey. I'm from Patterson, bitch. Oh my God, Tamara fat shaming Shannon. Yikes. That was, okay, so there was a comment that Tamara left. I believe it was on Heather Dubrow's photo of her and Shannon promoting Real Housewives of Orange County. And Tamara commented basically saying that drinking so much alcohol ages you, which, yeah, I'm drinking, Tamara. She says that drinking ages you and weight gain ages you. I mean, is that a full fat shame? I don't know. I feel like everybody takes every little comment as like, that's fat shaming, that's homophobic, that's racist. Like everybody just like exacerbates these things so much more than they actually are. And sometimes they're just like bad comments. Not to defend what she said at all, but I just to make it into a whole fat shaming campaign. I'm like, all right, guys, let's tone it down just a little bit. It was interesting though. I saw Kim Kardashian like did an interview this week and spoke out about like cancel culture and how everybody's like so sensitive about the things that everybody says and they over exaggerate things, and how she actually wishes that I guess there was a photo that she was taking, or I think it was an SNL appearance where she like told Kanye he couldn't wear his MAGA hat, and now she's like, I really regret that, because even though, you know, my political views may not align with my husband's, he was still my husband at the time, and he should be able to express himself however he should feel. And I was like, I actually kind of agree with Kim Kardashian in this sense. I don't like cancel culture. I don't think it provides any sort of like resolution or dialogue or anything. And it's like, what happened to the days when like we could have disagreements with people and just let them be disagreements? Now it's like you can't disagree with somebody without making them a bad person. Like whether it's personal or political or cultural, if somebody disagrees with somebody else, it's like, you can't just disagree with me. You're a bad person and I'm a good person. It's like, who the fuck are you to label people good people or bad people? Like, people are human beings and they're equal parts good and bad. It's just however they choose to show up in the world that day. And sometimes people make really bad choices, but sometimes people also make really good choices. And so you can't, you know, crucify a person based off of one of their choices when every single fucking day they make a million choices. And sometimes they're good and sometimes they're bad. And sometimes we learn and grow from our bad mistakes and issues. That's all I gotta say about that. So, like, let's stop canceling people. Let's stop crucifying people. I may be a little salty about it because my comments and my mentions have been, like, blowing up since I had Cameron Westcott on the podcast this week. And a lot of people have a lot of feelings about it. And I've, like, tried to, like, not internalize it. But, whew. What else do you want to... We just finished talking about Noella. Brids, what else would you like to talk about her? You think she's shady? Oh, she's a scammer. Oh, like she scams husbands out of money? Like she's one of those scammers where like she finds a rich husband and then... Well, I mean, one thing, Emily did make a really good point on the show in saying that like there is a... she said a restraining order. And I don't know if I mean restraining order, but she said restraining order that prevents you from canceling credit cards in the event of a divorce. But however, now that he's claiming to be a resident of Puerto Rico and saying that that's his primary residence, I don't know how the laws work there or how they're different, but I would just imagine you can't just cut somebody off and file for divorce like that. I think Nicole was cold and knocked down to a friend status. Well, I hear that at some point she exits the show, and I've heard different rumors as to why she exits the show. Who knows? But they're definitely not making her very likable. And, well, also to be fair, she doesn't seem very likable on the show altogether. So. But I wouldn't be surprised if Noella was the type of chick that, like, would scam rich men out of their money. Okay. Let's talk about Real Housewives of New Jersey. Teresa Giudice, Margaret Josephs. We saw the trailer. It dropped on Monday. And wow. That was juicy. That was a fiery, feisty trailer. We see who got into it. Jennifer and Melissa get into it, and they get in each other's face, and Melissa grabs her finger and is like, "Oh, bitch." And then who is the other one? Jackie and Dolores get into each other, and Jackie's like, "You're not a loyal friend." And Dolores is like, "Tell me I'm not loyal again." Boom. And she gets into her face, and I'm like, damn. I'm like, Jackie, I know you went to law school, but Dolores used to work in the jails. She can handle a bitch. So let's chill, okay? Because she's going to, like, choke you out. You know I'm Team Margaret, Zack. See? Oh, no, what's going on, Ansley? Why is everybody... Uh-oh, what's going on, Ansley? I'm going to have a lonely Christmas. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Ansley. You have us. You have us tonight. You're spending the holiday with us. I'm pretty sure there are many other people in this live chat that you can connect with and chat with that'll have a fun virtual holiday with you. We'll go live tomorrow morning. Or no, we're not going live tomorrow morning. But we love you. We're sending you love, Ansley. We're sending you a nice big virtual hug, my dear. We love you, Ansley, and we appreciate you always coming into the live chat. Simply Me MJ, thank you for the 3 badges, my dear. Love seeing your face pop up in the live chats. Love you, mean it, boo. Now this year, I'm missing Christmas. Aw. Well, my love, like I said, we're sending you lots of virtual hugs. Hopefully, if you have a friend out there that's available and that you can do some sort of virtual situation with, I would love to, send you some love. That way you don't feel too lonely. Maybe, there are days where even I'm a little down. This has been a rough Christmas for me, as I've shared with you guys. And it feels like a very lonely Christmas for me. I kicked my husband out because I didn't want him. Oh no. Oh no. Well, it's okay, my love. Take some time, do some TLC, take care of yourself, my love. Watch some Christmas movies, eat some chocolate, drink lots of vitamin C and vitamin D to keep your immune system nice and healthy, and just, focus on the good that this year has brought you and all of the people that you have in your life that you love and that have supported you and brought you to this point. And know that, Christmas is temporary. Christmas will be over. Come next week, I'm sure you'll be feeling a lot better, and we love you, my dear. And that message goes out to anyone. I was going to ask Zack, what do you think about the Pump Rules breakups, and will Scheana and Brock last? Will Scheana and Brock last? I think that they will go pretty far. They seem to really like each other. They seem to really love each other. There are some things that have made me kind of, tilt my head a bit about Brock, but I don't wish them any ill will. I wish them lots of love and success in their relationship, and hopefully they get married and continue to have more babies. And I want them to last for the sake of the kids and for the sake of their own happiness. Okay, let's get back to Jersey. So Jersey, Teresa versus Margaret. That was one of the biggest issues that we saw blow up. That was their trip to Nashville. We see Teresa throw a bunch of plates and dishes and drinks at Margaret. That was wild. So now Margaret was on, what was she on? She was on the S'more Live Instagram, and she basically said that she still loves Teresa, and she hopes that there will be some sort of reconciliation for them in the future. She said, regardless of what Teresa thinks, I care about Teresa very deeply. I only want her to be happy. I am brutally honest about the way that I feel, and I only say things in people's best interest unless I really hate your guys, and I don't hate Teresa at all. So, as we know, the biggest drama a lot of drama comes up this season, but 2 of the big points are that Margaret brings up or reveals a family secret about Jennifer Aydin and her husband, which we now know is a cheating rumor from their past that has now come to light and was brought up on the show. And in addition to that, she brings up stuff about Louis as well. And so Teresa obviously doesn't like when people talk about her men. But I did feel bad watching Teresa on Ultimate Girls Trip, where she talks about how she's never enjoyed a season on her show, and it's always been extremely tough and challenging. But obviously this is going to be another tough and challenging season. we will see what Louis brings to the table. I've heard rumors about Louis. I'm curious to see which of them Margaret brings up and which of them make the air, but we shall see. But Margaret seems like she really wants to repair things with Teresa. I feel like Teresa's very much like, once you turn on me, you're done. I'll be curious to think what Jacqueline Loretta feels about all of this. Or actually Margaret. Maybe I'll have Margaret back on the show to be like, how do you feel about Teresa? Has she iced you out? And how, like, because we know she also iced out Caroline and Jacqueline because she felt like they helped set her up with going to prison, which obviously, come on, did they really... I don't feel bad for Tree, what she's done to Jacqueline over... Yeah, exactly. What she's done to Jacqueline in the past. Teresa's not a great friend, but yet she expects everybody else to be amazing friends to her. So, I love Jacqueline too. Jacqueline'sTheBomb.com. Do you believe that Margaret brought up the rumors to help Teresa, or do you think she did it for her own reasons? Loved your Cameron interview. Thank you, Sailor Easton. I'm glad. See, the people that actually listened to the Cameron interview and listened to it with like an open heart and an open mind, I think enjoyed and appreciated the interview. I enjoyed the interview very much, and I thought it provided a lot of closure to the situation. Other people just want to shit on the social media. Just watched the new Josh Flagg and Josh Altman show. I think it's really good. Lots of drama, and I love Bobby. Marge likes to be messy. I agree. Marge does like to be messy, but I love mess. We need mess for the show. We need messy. And come on, that was actually pretty great with the poosh. Zack, have you seen Tiffany posting all the stuff about the drama with Cam? I have seen Tiffany posting all the stuff about the camera with the stuff with the Cam and the Twitter. Yes, I have seen it, Ansley. I have seen it. I have seen it, yes. When it comes to Margaret and Teresa, I feel like Margaret is very open and unfiltered, and I feel like she maybe didn't want to hurt Teresa, but at the same time, you have to know that this is going to hurt your friend if you're bringing up this stuff about her boyfriend. But at the same time, when you both live on a reality show and this is what your life is, kind of sucks, that this is the reality. Ansley, she's beating a dead horse at this point, don't you think? Ansley, are you trying to get me in trouble? I feel like I'm going to get in trouble. I'm just going to sip on my ballsy. Okay, here's what I'll say about the Tiffany and Cam stuff, because I have heard from Tiffany. I have heard from Cam. I have heard from their reps. I kind of didn't want to talk about it because I was kind of hoping it would die down, but I feel like Tiffany's been very persistent about posting about it on Twitter and on her Instagram stories, and she keeps posting clips from the show. My intention about having Cameron on the show was hopefully to kind of put some closure out there. We've all heard Tiffany's side of the story. I empathize with Tiffany when everything first went down, when the reunion was happening, when the tweets from her brother-in-law and her husband were coming out. I did not condone that. If anything, it was quite the opposite. And I even shared how disappointed I was in Cameron and her family, considering I had Cameron on the show back in January. So I was really kind of disappointed in their behavior, and I didn't like it. I didn't condone it. I thought that it was wrong. I still think that it's wrong. Now, there came an opportunity where, there was the chance to have Cameron come back on the podcast. And since then, I had invited Tiffany Moon on the podcast. Tiffany Moon has been invited on #NoFilter with Zack Peter to come on the show. She declined, or her team declined. I don't know if it ever got to her personally. I don't think if she ever knew that there was an invite extended to her to come on the podcast. But after I had Cam on the show originally, as months went on, as the show was airing and all of that stuff, Tiffany Moon was invited to come on the show, and she was invited to speak about her relationship with Cameron, which was obviously very hot and cold and contentious. She declined. She said that her team declined on her behalf, saying that her schedule she was too busy and she couldn't do the show because she was too busy. So I was like, okay, whatever. I really enjoyed Tiffany. I thought she brought a breath of fresh air on the show. I thought she was funny. She was a little bossy, but like we can all be a little bossy. And I think, I kind of liked that she didn't let the other women kind of push her around too much. Like she really stood her own. So appreciated that about her. Thought she was a breath of fresh air. Really enjoyed her. Was very much Team Tiffany as a lot of the stuff was going down. Now, when the opportunity came up to interview Cameron, I thought it was a great opportunity to really talk to her and have an open and honest dialogue, which I think we need to do more of, is have an open and honest dialogue about these, things when they happen. Obviously, the tweets weren't great. She's never addressed it. She was never, spoken out about the drama with Tiffany since the reunion, since Dallas got put on ice, all of that stuff. We haven't heard from Cameron. We've heard from Tiffany quite a bit. She's done some interviews. She's issued some statements. She shared her side of the story, which she's absolutely entitled to, and I support her sharing her side of the story. We've heard it over and over. I believe she's told her side of the story. So Cameron, we haven't heard her address it. We haven't heard her apologize for it or defend it or anything. So I was like, yeah, I'll interview her, but I'm going to ask her the hard questions. I'm going to ask her about the tweets. I'm going to ask her about her whiteface comment at the reunion. I'm going to ask her about her relationship with Tiffany. I'm going to ask her about her relationship with the other women. I'm going to ask about Dallas getting put on this, indefinite hiatus. So we went into the interview. Nothing was off limits. I asked her all of those questions. I thought it was a great interview, and she seemed very honest and sincere. There were a couple of moments where, she kind of did, I don't want to say play the victim, but like she had her moments where she was like, there were just these constant relentless attacks. And I get it that like people were upset about her kind of, they felt like she was kind of playing the victim a little bit, which I get and I understand. And I can kind of see that. I see where people are coming from and saying that they felt like she played the victim a bit. However, the important thing for me, though, is that she took accountability for her actions. She took accountability for the actions of her husband and her brother-in-law. She said that they had very difficult and sticky conversations at home. I don't think she meant any harm with some of the comments that she was making. Obviously, I think her husband and brother-in-law maybe had a little more intent, but I think they've learned as well. From what she shared, there were a lot of difficult, sticky conversations. She hired a diversity coach, which I know some people are giving her shit for as well. But it's just like, this woman is trying. And when I see somebody that's trying to be better, wants to be better, and is taking baby steps to try to be better, I can't fault them. If anything, I commend them wanting to have some sort of resolution or find a path forward. She's not expecting, from my impression of it, she wasn't expecting Tiffany to move forward. If Tiffany didn't want to, she was very much like, hey, if Tiffany doesn't want to move forward, then I'm going to continue to move forward on my own and let Tiffany do her thing. She definitely fucked up. She made some mistakes, but she owned them. She took accountability for them. She apologized for them, and she's trying to move forward from them. And I think we have to give people the space to not just fuck up, but to try and be better. Learn and grow. Exactly, Elvie Knight's girl. Learn and grow. So that's how I feel about it. A lot of the stuff that Tiffany's posting, look, I support Tiffany, but it's like a lot of the stuff does feel like we've already hashed this out. We've already had these conversations. We've already talked about like everything that she's posting. Cam's acknowledged and apologized for. So I'm like, what more do we want? Like, not only did she apologize, but then she had conversations with her family members at home. She hired a diversity coach to try and be better. She had a diversity coach come on her podcast to try and not just educate herself, but educate other people that may not fully understand, understand other people's perspectives. How many badges are we doing? Oh, how many badges are we doing? Well, it says we're currently at 15 badges, which are, we're currently at 15 badges. Maybe if we get to 20, we'll do a fun after party. We talked about OC, my love. We opened up by talking about OC. But that's what I have to say about the Cameron and Tiffany stuff. Like, look, love and support to both of them. I've heard from them, I think Tiffany was she took the interview a little personal, which it wasn't supposed to be like personally against her at all. And Cameron also reached out to me and was very sweet and was just like, look, I'm sorry how many can I buy? As many as you want, my love. As many as you want. I am Caroline. I'm Caroline. Thank you, Caroline. So yeah, Kim sent me a really sweet message and was just like, hey, she just sent me a sweet message. And so I appreciated that. And look, love to Tiffany, love to Cameron. I hope there can be some sort of resolution or peace in the future so that we can all move forward and learn and grow from this. But, we can't learn and grow and move forward if we want to continue to hold people accountable for their behavior from before. Their old behavior is their old behavior, and at some point we have to be willing to move forward from that. Ooh, we're at 18 badges. 18 badges. Thank you, Caroline. Caroline Wavra. And thank you, Texas Phoenix. Thank you. I am Caroline. I am Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so we talked about OC. We talked about Beverly Hills. We talked about New Jersey. We talked about Dallas. We talked a little bit about Vanderpump Rules. Anything else? Anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap for the Christmas? Sweet Caroline. Do you have any scoop on GG773? Seems like she's offline. Oh, is that Girl Gangs? I don't know. Has she been offline? I haven't heard much from her. But I mean, if she's been quiet, I would think, what do you think about Jack saying as a producer? I mean, LOL. I think here's the thing. It's actually not hard to be a producer. Producer sounds fancy. Trust me, you know how many guys on Bumble say I'm a producer? I'm technically a producer. I produce my podcast. Doesn't mean I'm a big Hollywood producer, but I'm technically a producer. What else? What was I saying? Oh, Girl Gangs. Oh, thank you. You're sexy too. Girl Gangs. I would think maybe, I wonder if Randall sent a cease and desist or something since she was blowing him up. I would assume Randall was going to take some legal action against her, unfortunately. I mean, here's the thing. When you're blasting somebody like that and they have money, whether it's faux money or real money, they're going to use all 50 cents to go in and try and sue your ass, or at least threaten to sue you. So if she's offline, I don't know if that's true. Gigi had a baby? She didn't have a baby. Did she have a baby? Did Gigi have a baby? Girl Gangs Gigi? Jax was born in 1979. Okay. Haven't heard from her since she dropped the Randall and Lala news. Yeah, she may be trying to lay low, or she may have been slapped with the cease and desist. And she may be like into some legal drama. I don't know. Oh, she had a baby this month. Oh, okay. Then that may also, it may be a combination of the three. There may have been a lawsuit. It may just be the baby. Gigi, she's the Girl Gangs. She's the one that blew up she posted all the messages that Randall was sending to all these other women. Which, by the way, Not Skinny, Not Fat podcast. Great interview with Lala this week. I really enjoyed it. Lala was very open, very honest about the Randall stuff. And she's kind of mentioning it all. What Lala and Randall news? Where have you been, Sailor Easton? They broke up. Randall was cheating on her with all these girls. He was sending them all these nasty text messages and DMs, being like, I'll send you money if you send me a picture. Call me daddy. Call me daddy. I'm your daddy. I'm like, oh my God, buy me a PJ first. Then I'll call you daddy. Hi, daddy. Lala's getting her karma. Karma for what? I don't like when people say things like that. People are getting their karma. They get what they deserve. I I don't know. I feel bad. She's a single mom now. She's heartbroken. She's having to, do it on her own. So we're at 18 badges. Will we get 20 by the end of this live? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Lala. I don't think anybody deserves anything bad that comes to them. I mean, if you're like, Jesline Maxwell, is that her name? Then sure, yeah, you deserve some, you racked up some karma, girl. But yeah. Lala was young, no excuses, but she will come out stronger for it. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, we're at 19 badges. Who's going to give the final badge of the night? She literally slept with Randall, married with babies at home. She cannot be surprised that he did it to her. It's interesting because in the Not Skinny, Not Fat interview, she says, like, I never in a million years would have thought that he would have cheated on me. And I was kind of like, really? Like, never in a million years? We never in a million years thought that he would have cheated on you? Ever? Ever. Because I would have figured that. That's just me. Hey, Chris O'Shea. She lost him like she got him. I mean, true that. Do we know for a fact Randall cheated on his wife with her? We don't know that for a fact, but the timing is questionable. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. Raise the roof. Do you guys want to go live tomorrow morning? I was thinking of announcing. Oh, okay. So just so you guys know, Friday morning at 10 a.m., I was planning on announcing the winners of the giveaway. So there are 3 giveaways currently going on the No Filter with Zack Instagram account. The first one is our Pure Cane giveaway, which is it's a baking bundle with some electrolytes, and it is delicious. Great for holiday baking, or if you're starting off the new year with some New Year's resolutions. Pure Cane is a great place to start because they've got no calorie, 0 sugar sweeteners that are delicious and naturally derived from sugar cane. So I'm giving those away. I'm also giving away the Foria. Ooh, we love that Foria. We got the sex oil. We got the with CBD. We got the arousal oil with CBD, and we got the bath salts. We got the suppositories with CBD. All very yummy. Erica Jane loved them. Kyle and Mauricio gave them to her. Giving those away, giving away that full package. And then also giving away the LightStim device. The LightStim device is an LED. It's an LED device that helps reduce wrinkles and fine lines. Really, really great. Love all of these products. All the giveaways end tomorrow morning. So 10 a.m. Pacific, I'm going to announce all of the winners for all 3 giveaways. So make sure you're ready. Should we go live and announce them is my question. I mean, I'll announce them on stories for sure, but like, should we also go live? Like, would that be fun to do like a coffee morning live? The LightStim is amazing. Thank you, Shamra. The LightStim, I think, is amazing. So how do you order? How do you order what? What would you like to order? Simply MJ. So to enter to win, you can just go on the feed and tap the posts, and you just have to tag your friends and follow me and the brands that are giving away the prizes. Just go on the feed, tap on the post. They show giveaway, and you see the product. So you have until tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific to enter to win. And then I will let you know tomorrow. We'll probably go live. Yes, 10 a.m. Pacific. So even if you're listening to this in the morning on the podcast and it's like 9:55 a.m. Pacific, you got 5 minutes to enter, my loves. So go ahead, go and enter. Thank you to Foria, thank you to Pure Cane, and thank you to LightStim for providing these incredible giveaways. You're going to love them. All right, anything else, guys, before we wrap? Yay! Oh my God. Simply Me, MJ, Texas Phoenix, LV Knights Girl, Caroline. Thank you guys for the badges, my love. We reached 23 badges. Yes. You guys are the bomb.com. Thebomb.com. All right, guys, shall we wrap? We can wrap and go do after party now. Fun. All right, let's wrap this up here. If you're watching this on the YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And be sure to smash that bell notification button. That way, when the tea gets spilled, you always have it in your notifications. You get hit with the tea every day on the daily on the YouTube. Thank you so much for supporting me, guys. Love you. If you were chatting with me in the live chat, I was right there with you. Thank you for joining. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, Merry Christmas. If you're listening to this on the podcast, if you're listening to this on iTunes, I hope you leave a 5-star review because I love that validation. That would be the best Christmas gift ever, is if you left me a nice, sweet 5-star review. But whatever platform you're listening to this on, whether it's Spotify or iHeartRadio or iTunes, or not iTunes, I guess it's not iTunes anymore. It's Apple Podcasts. Apple Podcasts. I have to get used to saying Apple Podcasts. Sometimes I'll say iTunes and people are like, I don't listen to it on iTunes. I listen to it on Apple Podcasts. And I'm like, oh my God, it's the same fucking thing. Yes, Ansley, we will do after party. We reached the badges. We're at 24 badges. I mean, maybe, can we get to 25? Can we get to 30? Drop your final badges right now, and then we'll head over to after party. And thank you for the badges, guys. This has been an incredible year, and I'm so grateful. I don't know why I'm saying it's been an incredible year. We still have a week left, but who knows? Maybe a bus will hit me tomorrow, and then, we lived it up. Hey, holla. But thank you, guys. If you're listening to this on the podcast, make sure you're following. Make sure you're subscribing. Love you, love you, love you. Mean it, mean it, mean it. If you're watching this on the YouTube, I love you. I appreciate you. And I thank you guys so much. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I hope you get Liddy City. I hope you're stocked on No Filter Rosé. You can get it at nofilterwine.com. It's Housewives inspired. So I hope that you are fully stocked and are drinking up and getting Liddy this weekend. Hey. Nice Zack look extra badges. Oh my God. Yay. More badges, you guys, on thebomb.com. We will be doing after party on my personal account, which is at JustPlainZack. So you can head over to at JustPlainZack right now. We'll do after party. We'll drink. Maybe we'll pull out another ballsy. Maybe we'll have some wine. I don't know. TBD. I was also thinking a bit about baking cookies. I don't know. We'll figure something out and we'll have a good time. Rise and shine. Rise and shine. All right. Love you. Mean it. Bye. Talk to you next week.